refer to you as?
Tormented.
Tormented, perfect. What's up, YouTube? As we're starting to join up in, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If you're over here on TikTok, double tap that phone screen, try to get to 10.5 thousand likes. I know today's been pretty slow in terms of the push. Over on YouTube, we just started the stream, but Tormented up here supports Donald Trump. Thank you, Izzy, for the heart me. Make sure to show some love to Max and Gavin while they're up here. Hit that follow button, like I said, repost and like, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Go ahead, Tormented, take it away. Why do you support Trump?
Oh, he stopped the guy standing behind you. He reported the guy standing behind you, and if you took Democrats' name off that list, there's not much of a list left, is there?
It's going to be false. He did not report Jeffrey Epstein. He actually...
I didn't say he reported him. I said he stopped him.
Okay, how did he stop him? How did he stop him?
It was his administration that put him behind bars, wasn't it?
Was it his administration that put him behind bars? But that's correlation causation. You said that he stopped him. I'm asking how. How?
It was his administration.
That's not how that
It was
works.
his FBI that put him behind bars.
You're saying that he got put in prison under his administration. How does that mean that Donald Trump stopped him?
Well, it didn't get put in under prison, but anybody else's administration.
Correlation
That's not how that
causation,
works.
though. Yeah, again, that's a correlation.
That's not how that
causation.
works.
No, not in the
So
slightest.
then who stopped him? I mean, somebody green-lighted him to
Again,
stop him.
It's a correlation causation. You're saying because it happened under his term, that means Donald Trump quote unquote stopped him. And I would just disagree with you here because he's actively violating 4 federal laws to protect P3DOs, such as himself, that are in the Epstein files. His DOJ is actively violating 4 federal laws. Right? He was best friends with this guy. He said he likes young women as much as this guy does. He sent a 50th birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein saying every day be another wonderful secret, right? So why do you support a man like that?
That was debunked. I mean, I don't understand why you...
Yeah, debunk it. Go ahead, debunk it then.
It was debunked. I mean, he was...
Okay, if it was debunked, debunk it. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, let's before you start going down some rabbit hole...
It's not rabbit holes, it's facts.
Well, the
Debunk
fact
it.
is
You said
that he
it's
was
debunked,
arrested
debunk it.
under Trump's administration. Is that not a
That's
fact?
not how that works, Tormented. That's not how that
Is
works.
that not a fact?
Okay, again, you were going in circles here. I told you just because
I'm not
it
going in
happened,
circles. I'm starting off where I started from.
Dude, just because it happened under someone's administration doesn't
So it
mean
did
that they
happen
caused
under
it.
his administration.
Did I deny that? Did I ever deny that?
Well, no, I just want to make sure we're starting on a base right now. So it did happen
He
under
got arrested multiple times. He got arrested
Trump
multiple
administration.
times.
Trump could have stopped that any time. Could he have not?
Hold on. Jeffrey Epstein got arrested multiple
Could Trump
different
have
times.
stopped that any time?
Dude, can you address? I've made several different points and you have failed to address them.
You've sat there and told me that my points that I originally made were not correct. I'm still on my original.
No, I said
don't know
your
where
first
you've
point.
gone.
Your
You're
first
still
point,
running away from my original point.
dude. Can I talk? Your first point that you said that he was arrested under Trump's term, therefore Donald Trump quote unquote stopped him, is a correlation causation fallacy. I've already explained this to you. Not only that, he's been arrested multiple times, not just once. He was arrested multiple times, right?
How many times has he been arrested? What is multiple to you?
I believe he was
know one
arrested in
other
2006. He was arrested in 2006.
That was just once. That's not multiple, is it?
Yeah,
That is multiple.
2000.
By definition, that is multiple.
Multiple is 2 or more. I mean, he
Dude,
according
yeah,
to this,
they
he's
go
only been
time
arrested
under the
twice.
Trump
We're talking about
one at a
prior
time.
to this.
Just hold on.
You said prior to this.
Hold on. One at a time. I did say multiple. Did he get arrested in 2009 or am I mistaken?
I believe it was 2008 was the only time that he was
2000.
arrested.
Oh,
No,
wow, Obama was in office, so
2006.
Obama
Yeah,
stopped him.
he was arrested in 2006 as well, but he got a stop on the
In
list.
Florida, correct?
I believe so. Yes, in 2006. That's when Donald Trump called the sheriffs in 2006, thanking them for arresting him because we, quote unquote, he said knew what he was doing, and that they should investigate Ghislaine Maxwell. But my
Right.
point is here: how are you going to say just because he got arrested under Trump's administration, which he was arrested also under Obama's administration, how are you then going to say I support this man because he got arrested under Trump's administration when this Trump administration is actively violating 4 federal laws to protect pedophiles in the actual in the Epstein files?
He's protecting the Democrats?
He's protecting P3DOs, whether it be on the left or right. People like
Well, they're on the
himself.
left. I mean,
Yeah,
unless
left
you want to
and
debate
right.
that conversation too.
The left and right.
What right?
It doesn't matter what
Donald
political party
Trump.
they are. They're
Donald
still
Trump is on the
protecting
right. Bill
pedophiles.
Donald
Clinton is
Trump
on
was
the
on
left.
that list. He was a
Yes,
lefty. He was a
Donald
Democrat
Trump.
back then.
So then, why do you support? Okay, hold on.
Well, he's on
You're
the
saying-
list, but he's not on the list for
Is
doing
Donald
anything.
Trump is Donald Trump a Republican president or a Democratic president?
He's a Republican now, but he
Cool.
was
So
on
then,
that list as a
for the
Democrat.
for when I said people on the left and right, Donald Trump is on the right. He's on that list.
So is Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's a Democrat.
That's why if you would have let
Obama's
me
a
finish. That's why.
Democrat.
Hold on. That's why if you would have let me finish, I could have told you. I could have mentioned Bill Clinton. How about we control our emotions and you let me finish, right? Because I was
No,
gonna
I'm just
say
helping you out. I mean,
I was about to say Bill Clinton, but then you interrupted me. I was about to say people on the right like Donald Trump and people on the left like Bill Clinton. They should all be investigated, and they both should probably be put in prison because they more likely than not are incriminated.
I haven't seen anything that
Also-
incriminates Trump.
Also,
Okay, I already
someone's
told you what incriminates him.
someone's
What incriminates him?
political party and someone's political affiliation does not make them a pedo. Them being a bad person and being a horrible, disgusting person makes them a pedo.
Right, that's why I said left or right, independent, green, blue party, green party, purple party. Doesn't matter who you are, you should be investigated. And if you did something wrong, you should be put in prison for the rest of your life. And I told you what incriminates Donald Trump. He sent a 50th birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein saying, may every day be another wonderful secret. He told the sheriff's office once Jeffrey Epstein got arrested in 2006, saying, I'm glad you caught him. We all knew what he was doing. You should investigate Ghislaine Maxwell. When he says we all knew what he was doing, that implies he himself knew what he was doing as well. And then the whole thing with Jeffrey Epstein stealing two of his masseuses that were underage, and him letting us slide the first time.
Isn't that why he banned him?
You also have a credible accuser
No.
that accused Donald Trump of child rape. Right. You also have his. You have to also have circumstantial evidence of his past character. He's already raped a woman. He's already sexually exploited naked women and children. What makes you believe that he wouldn't do it? He wouldn't do what the Epstein files say. Go ahead and address that.
He's already raped a woman?
Yeah, he
Yes.
raped a
He's
woman.
liable for it. I mean, he wasn't.
All right, what do you think liable
He was.
means?
He was
liable
found,
means that you said
was
something
found-
bad about her.
Guilty. He was guilty.
Liable
Can
is
you agree? Go ahead.
What's the difference between liable and guilty then?
liable is the same word as liability. When you take
Yes.
liability for something, that means you're taking responsibility for what you did.
But
And
also,
same
guilty
word
means
as
what?
guilty.
Can you agree that to be guilty means to be responsible for, right?
To
Yes.
be guilty means you did something.
Right, you're responsible for something. So
Okay.
when I say he was found guilty, I mean he was found responsible of raping E. Jean Carroll, right? And that's his past
With
character.
not even circumstantial evidence. Two separate anonymous juries within the span of 2 years found him guilty. That's a minimum jury is 12 people. That means a minimum 24 people within the span of 2 years.
No, it was
They
nine. It was
actually
nine
changed the
jurors. It
laws
was
just
nine
so they
jurors.
can go after him.
9 jurors. All right.
Nine jurors in each court because it's 9 for civil. You do want to say it's 9 for
Okay,
civil.
so there you go. 18 separate people all agreed together, all 18 of them, whether they're Democrat, Republican, whatever the fuck they are, all agreed, yeah, Trump did this. He's convicted of this.
Yeah, so address that point, buddy. Go ahead. Stop bootlicking a P3
Yeah. So the laws were
Please address
changed,
that point.
and
Please address the point.
I'm sorry. You keep muting me, and now you're going to let me talk. So the laws were changed by Democrats so that they can purposely go after.
Or are you going to address the point?
Excuse me, would
or
you
no?
shut the
Are
hell
you
up and
going
let
to
somebody
address-
talk, man?
Oh,
Will you
oh,
mute
yeah.
that guy?
No, I won't because he's a mod. But Gavin, I want him to make this point so I can absolutely fry him on this. Actually, you said the Democrats going to go change the law to go after Trump. False. It was changed a year prior to go after to civilly go after pastors that had raped children. I believe, or people underage, and then those women that were obviously adults at that point were able to pursue civil charges.
Yeah, it was not only pastors, it was anyone in the Catholic Church because of a lot of Catholic private schools. It was called the Me Too movement. The Me Too movement had multiple movements prior,
Right.
but it was under the new Me Too movement. That was the thing.
Yeah, the point is, it wasn't changed specifically for Trump because this was a year prior. It was just the fact that E. Jean Carroll was able to pursue civil charges because of the law that was changed for those victims in that movement. So nice try there, but address what Gavin, Max, and I have already said. But nice pivot there, but address it. Go ahead.
Yeah, address the 18 people within the span of 2 years that said that he was guilty. 18 separate people that all had to agree he was guilty.
Yeah, he was definitely found not guilty. He was found liable. I don't understand why you don't understand that term.
Hold on.
Liable
We
and guilty
already
are two
agreed.
complete different medical
But we
legal
already
terms.
agreed. Hold on. We already agreed that to be
No,
guilty
you
of
agreed.
Okay, you said
They're
to be
two
guilty.
they're two legally different terms.
You said to be guilty of something means to be found responsible for. Yes.
They're two different legal terms.
Can you answer
Why
the question?
didn't they?
What does
then why
guilt
didn't they
mean?
bring?
What does guilty
Why
mean?
did not they? Why did they not bring grape charges against him?
What, because of criminal charges, statute limitations, and because of the law?
No,
Again?
they changed the statute.
Hold
of
on.
limitations. That's the reason why they were able to go after
the
him in the first
statutes
place.
of limitations for criminal charges. But if you want to reference why it was grape and not and it was why it was essay and not grape, it was because of the law at that time. It was only a male member penetrating a female member, but the jury found it to be he penetrated her with his fingers, right, which wasn't considered grape at that time. But then eventually they did change the law. Colloquially, what he did is known as grape, and colloquially, what he did is known as him being found guilty.
Liable, which means he defamed her.
No, does guilty mean to be responsible for? Yes or no?
It means that he defamed her.
Does guilty mean to be responsible for? Yes or no?
I don't know because he wasn't found
You
guilty.
don't know what guilty means? If I say
It doesn't
if
matter.
I say,
He wasn't
if I
found
say,
guilty.
If I say I'm eating, if I say I'm guilty of eating a chocolate chip cookie, what does that mean? What does the word
Well, let's
guilty
try it
mean?
the other way. If you're liable of eating a chocolate chip cookie, what does that mean?
What can you answer the question and I'll answer your question? What does it
No,
mean?
because it's a
I
stupid
say-
question. I'm not even going to entertain
the point,
it. Dude.
you think it's a stupid question because it debunks your whole
know,
argument.
I know
you think
it's a stupid question
because
because he
it
wasn't
debunks
found
your own
guilty.
argument. Because when I say
You
I'm
wanna play
guilty,
what if?
when I say I'm guilty of eating a chocolate
Wow.
chip cookie, all I mean is I'm responsible of eating a chocolate chip cookie. So when I say Donald Trump is guilty of this certain action, all I'm saying he was responsible by the jury of forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina with his fingers, which is
Can I-
true. That's facts. That's what the
can I add
jury
some
verdict
clarification?
says.
Can I add some clarification real quick?
Go ahead.
In this case, for the liability, right? It was brought up in the court case that what he's being held liable for now is the fact that he did grape. It wasn't just anymore about, well, he said this about me and it's a lie. Well, now you have to prove that it was a lie. So they bring this evidence in that he did do this, which means he was liable.
What evidence?
Hold on.
you-
We'll
if you-
address
that's
that
all-
in a
that's a-
second. So, basically, for clarification, yes. So when bringing forth the defamation case, the judge told her, you have to prove that he did do this in order to prove defamation. That is true. She had to prove that he raped her in order to prove defamation.
So not only did he have to pay money for the defamation, but also like $5 million for SA too. I'm pretty sure.
I can double check.
Yeah, it was $5 million for SA, and then 70 or not. I don't know, but it was tens of millions of dollars for defamation, right? So the point is here, he was held liable, and colloquially he was found to be responsible of doing this certain action. Stop bootlicking. Go ahead and respond. We'll let you respond. We won't interrupt. We've been interrupting quite a bit, but we'll let you respond. Go ahead.
So anyway, I don't know about the bootlicking bullshit, but here's the fact of the matter. It was known that Epstein did go to...
We're not talking about Epstein. We're talking about E. Jean Carroll and Trump.
I thought we were talking about not interrupting people. That didn't go very
I
long.
mean, if you want to pivot,
So
if you
we're
want to
talking
pivot,
about
then I'm
the
gonna
people
interrupt.
standing behind you, are we not?
pivoted from Epstein to E. Jean Carroll. Like,
Hold
you
on.
brought this up.
If you were the one who disputed that Donald Trump had raped someone, which brought in this whole debate.
Yes,
about
I
whether or
do.
not
I
he
still stand
did.
by that.
So, okay, but
So
with
stick
the
to the
evidence,
topic.
with everything that we had presented, can you dispute anything that
He
we
was
say
liable
or
for
can-
SA.
Cool. So then, why do you support
Yeah,
someone
he
who was
didn't rape
found to
nobody,
be?
though.
Why was he responsible? Why do you support someone who was responsible for forcibly penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina?
Oh,
without
because
her
I heard the
consent?
case, I saw the case, and you guys made sure that it was done in New York in a hostile environment.
What evidence in the case? What evidence in the case?
Hold on. The problem is, Tormented. It was done in New York because that's where the crime happened. Just like if I got a ticket in
It
Orlando,
was a
but I lived in
hostile
Miami.
environment for him. That's
Tormento.
why.
So
Hold
if
on.
Tormented.
Tormented. If I live in Miami and I got a
Gavin.
speeding ticket in Orlando,
Hold
I
on.
have to go
Just let
to
him
court in
finish.
Orlando to dispute it. All right?
No.
That's why he was in New York at that time.
Gavin, hold on. Tormented. Is Donald Trump rich?
Yeah, I would say he is, yes.
Okay. He has the ability to pay. His lawyers are paid a lot of money. He gets good lawyers, correct?
I would say he does, yes.
Okay. His lawyers should have made the case that if you say what you said is, if what you say is true, that it was a hostile environment and that the results of the case would have been skewed because of any bias due to political affiliation, then the case can be moved. The case can be moved to a different area. They didn't make that. They didn't ask for that to be made. They didn't make a case for that. They didn't do
I
that.
need to
That's
check
what,
on that,
that's
but I
what
don't
Trump's
believe that's
defense
true.
team. That's on
Well,
Trump's defense team.
yeah.
They tried to make that case after when appealing, but they can't do that.
Yeah. So not only was Gavin and Max right here, but I want to like mention something here, or I guess go ahead and respond because yeah, you saying that it was hostile environment isn't reasonable doubt. That's not you. That's like saying any court case can be in a hostile environment. That's not reasonable doubt to believe that. So I guess you respond to what both Gavin and Max said, and then my question for you is, what evidence do you dispute in the case?
And the process of jury selection, where they get to ask the jury questions in which they get to determine different biases that the jury might have, and then they have a certain amount of juries that they can excuse and get different juries from the jury pool.
Yeah. So address what they said, and then answer the question of what evidence in the case do you dispute? Because again,
I'm looking some stuff up. I'm not
You're
as
good.
well educated on the
But would
on
you
the
agree
actual
saying
case itself, so I'm having to look stuff up.
you're good? But would you agree saying that it's a hostile environment? That isn't reasonable doubt because you could apply that to literally any other court case, which
sorry, do
leads you
what?
to believe. Would you agree that saying it's a hostile environment isn't reasonable doubt without any actual evidence? Because then you can say that about any court case, right?
Also, he's a liar because he did say, not even 2 or 3 minutes ago, he did say that I don't believe the case because I looked into it and I read into it and I watched it. He clarified that he's seen the case and he looked into it.
I
That's
never
why he
watched it.
disputed
I
the
never
evidence.
said I did watch it. You might.
But
wanna-
you did say you looked into it, so how could you dispute
Oh,
the
I have
evidence?
looked into it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what are you
am I
trying to? What are you
100%
trying to?
familiar with it? No.
Sure. What are
No,
you
I'm
He's
trying
not.
to
saying
look?
that he's not familiar with the legal processes.
Sure. What do you? What do you? What do
Like,
you?
what
So
do you-
do you have any response to anything that has been said over the last couple of minutes on the stream, or?
Oh, one thing I stand by the fact that it was in a hostile environment. I mean,
Again,
there
it's
is no
not reasonable
question that
doubt.
New York does not
you have
like
no
Trump.
evidence for that. The jury selection process, the jury selection process, it's very unlikely that it would be a hostile environment. Like it would be a hostile
Are
environment.
you saying New
There would
York
be
is not
no- hold
hostile
on.
towards Trump?
No, hold on. With the jury selection process, Trump's lawyers are able to ask the jurors questions that would reveal any biases that they have that would affect their decisions, their view of the case, and if they determined him to be liable, okay, they would then they can say that they want the juror to be released from the case, and they get another juror from the jury pool. That's how the jury selection process goes. So to have the jury selection process with Trump's very experienced, well-paid lawyers, and still have a unanimous decision is very unlikely. If it is very unlikely that it was a hostile environment, and it's very unlikely that it was it didn't happen.
Yeah,
So
again,
we're just going to say that
still,
it wasn't a hostile environment for him, New York.
but that's not reasonable doubt. That's
You
not
don't have any
reasonable doubt.
Absolutely
you don't
reasonable.
have reasonable evidence for that. You don't have a reasonable case for that. Because
No, I'm asking you a simple question. Do you not believe that New York is a hostile environment for
So
Donald J. Trump?
again, hold on. Max already,
New York
Max already
has-
explained
New-
this. Max already
New York-
explained this. Sorry.
I
go
just
ahead.
explained this to you. New York.
Okay, I'm
as a-
asking for your opinion,
I just gave you my opinion. New York.
and your opinion is no.
Yes, because again, the
Okay.
jury selection process.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and if you want to say they're all Dems, that's like, if you want to go into the maths of it, it is possible that at least 2 of them were going to be right leaning. If you go into the maths of it, so and it was all 9 jurors that found it.
Well, all
to
they
be the
needed was
case.
50%. They didn't need 100%.
No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
You need all the
Anyways,
jurors
so yeah. Do you have any other points that you want to bring up in terms of this, or are you going to concede
Also,
that he?
Even if
Wait,
they
hold-
needed. Oh, sorry.
Hold on. You agreed that he was held liable of sexual abuse, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And you agreed that it was forceful penetration of a woman's vagina with his fingers, yes?
I think that's what they charged him with.
Cool. So at this point, what you're going to be disputing is something within the case, evidence within the case, yes?
No, I really don't care about the case too much. I mean, I
then
think
if
the
you
whole
don't care
thing was
about the
kind of
case-
BS. The whole situation makes no sense.
If you can't dispute the case, just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean that he didn't grave someone. If you can't dispute
Well, let me
evidence
ask
within
you
the
a
case,
question.
if
tell
you
me
can't-
tell
hold
me
on,
the
can
events
I-
that
can I make
happened
this
back
point?
then. And
If
you tell me
there-
if that
if-
makes sense.
Sure, if there isn't any reasonable doubt within this actual case, then that means it did happen, and you have yet to find any evidence that you dispute or any reasonable doubt backed by actual evidence, right? So
No, I'll go by
therefore,
common sense.
again, common sense would be to trust the decision of the jury that found him to be liable.
Okay,
That's common
so
sense.
this is what happened, and this is what Errol
Tormented,
says
hold on.
happened. He
On
walked
top of that,
into a
Tormented,
supermarket
on
or to
top
a
of
store
that-
that she was working at. She recognized
wasn't
him, ran over to
He
him,
was in the store.
and walked him over to the lingerie department where they picked out lingerie, and then she went in and offered to try it on for him. Is that not correct?
I don't believe so, dog.
The first part of it, that she worked at the store, no. I
don't believe any of that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then how did she
again-
get into a
And you
changing
said it was
room?
a supermarket.
with
It's not
him.
a supermarket.
No, a supermarket. I misspoke. It said it was a clothing store. He went in there to buy something, and she grabbed his hand, took him over to the lingerie department, decided to help pick something out, and they ended up into a changing room where she was going to try it on for him.
Is this in the case?
Where are you getting this?
You
story
guys are
from?
acting like you guys know the whole story. That's
Where
the
is
story
this
I
in the
understood.
case?
No,
sir?
where
Hold
are
on.
you getting this information from?
Hold on. I've heard this argument. So you're just saying because she quote unquote walked into the dressing room with him that she gave him consent, right? Implied consent. Is that what you're saying? No, because that's still right. People can revoke consent, right?
No, I'm saying
like,
common sense.
Even
if a
if
girl
she
tells you she's
hold on.
gonna go try on-
Even if she had
You asked
kissed
me a
him,
question.
even if she had kissed him, even if she had been all over him, she could have still revoked consent, and it would have been rape. You do realize that, right?
No, I fully understand that, but
Cool,
I
so
also
then that point is
understand
moot.
Now, hold on. Let me ask you if you understand this. If you walk into a store, a girl grabs your hand, starts fawning all over you, telling you that she's going to go find you some lingerie, try it on in a changing room with you, and then,
And
I
can you
mean,
back
what does
this
that
up?
mean to you?
I
Can
just
you
looked
back
it
this
up.
up?
I just looked this up. Apparently, they were joking about her trying on lingerie for him, and then Trump forced her into the room and raped her. I just
According-
looked it up.
According to who?
According to the fucking case.
Dude, don't get all emotional. I'm asking a question. Man.
I'm sorry, but when
You're getting all into your feelings all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but when older people just start saying that, yeah, this
Older
woman didn't get
people?
raped.
Dude, don't
Yeah,
age
it
shame me. That's
just-
fucked up.
Eat shit, you're victim blaming.
You're
Eat shit,
victim.
dude. You're the one yelling, screaming, and cussing.
You're
at people.
victim blaming.
Hold on,
me.
calm down, bro.
hold on. You are victim blaming. Gavin is right. So I mean, cry about it, right?
So-
if he calls you old, cry about it. I really don't care. But yeah, I mean that's your fact.
Well, why are you muting me?
On
I'm
top
just
of that, right? For him to take her into the dressing room, she didn't work there, which you already lied about. You lied about her.
Why are you
trying
muting me?
Because we are speaking. Anything you try to provide to this conversation is null and mute. All right. There's
No,
nothing.
then I
you
don't
can
need to
add
be
this-
here then, do I?
Then fucking leave, bitch. Get the fuck out of
Bitch.
here.
Your mother's a bitch.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
And
Now
you're a
what?
She
rape,
is.
you're
No,
a rape
hold on. She might be
apologist
right
and a
here right now.
victim
Hold on.
blamer.
Let me
Hold on,
unzip my
hold on,
zipper.
hold on.
See if I can scrape some shit.
But first off, Gavin, don't say that on my stream, please. Don't say that the B word. And you, dude, tormented. Shut up.
Dude, I'm
Genuinely,
matching
shut up.
energy.
No
You
one
don't like that,
cares. No
apparently.
one cares about your feelings. Shut up. You're here to
Not my
debate me.
feelings. I'm all right.
You literally cried when Gavin told you that you were old. How old are you?
No, actually, I was upset that he was talking shit about me and cussing
You
me out.
literally said that
Because
he
you
was
are
being
denying
ageist.
the fact that a person was raped and
You
then
said that he
victim
was-
blaming her.
You said that he was being
He's
ageist. So cry
age-shaming
about
He
you.
wasn't even.
Yes.
Hold on, hold
So-
on. He S8'd her. He
That,
didn't
yeah,
rape
he
her.
raped her.
Okay,
Sir,
why
if
do you
all
support
right,
someone
hold
who sexually abused, assaulted someone? Why? Go
Hold
ahead.
on. No, wait. Hold on. He did rape her. The time of the case.
You have to say
the new
grape. You can't say.
I can say whatever the fuck I want. Tormented. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to
God.
censor my language to try and
Try to have a conversation with
no,
adults.
Tormented,
No, you
shut
aren't.
the fuck up. Tormented, shut up. I'm gonna say rape because you need to understand the severity of this, okay? Using the word grape, using the word unalived makes people not understand the severity of things, okay? He did rape her. The time of the case, rape in New York was qualified as it was qualified as the penetration of a woman with a male member. It has since been changed to the penetration of a woman, period. With anything. Okay. So it has been changed since that time. It's been changed, and it is the social definition. Okay, it is how society defines rape. Anyone who is posed with the "Do you think penetration of a woman is rape?" they will answer yes. We've asked this to people so many times, and then the second we say, "Oh, well, then Trump raped him," they're like, "No, it was SA. It was SA."
Yeah. He ran, by the way. He left. At least that's what I saw from my end. No one kicked him. So
Yeah, I didn't kick him either.
I mean, we kind of cooked him. Jinxie, fucking W's in the chat for Jinxie for the Galaxy. W's in the chat over on YouTube. I know you guys saw that, and over there on TikTok as well. But yeah, I don't like people who defend him, who admit that he was held liable, right? He did admit that, but he just disputes the evidence. He disputes the case without any actual fact, reason, or logic. And then he proceeded to victim blame, and then he proceeded to crash out and just say that Gavin was making fun of his age. I mean, cry about it, little bro. Get over yourself, man. You're the one victim blaming. Anyways, W's in the chat right now for Jinxie for that Galaxy. Fucking amazing. W's in the YouTube chat for Jinxie. Anyways, how's it going? Do you support Trump? Hello, do you support Trump?
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not necessarily. I just have an issue with the E.G. Carroll case.
If you could go back in time, would you vote for Trump or Harris?
Well, that's a tough one. Probably Harris, if I could go back in time.
You have an issue with the E. Carroll case? I'll make an
Without
exception.
being
I'll give you,
victim
yeah. I'll give you a couple minutes before I hit a restart. Yeah, go ahead. What's your quote unquote issue?
Well, my issue is I understand that the jury decided. I don't know if you've ever served on a civil jury where there's it's only a monetary punishment. So if he was so guilty, it would have been a punitive award. They awarded $5 million for that. It was $86 million for the defamation later. So do you believe that if the jury was so in belief of her, why didn't they make it punitive? $5 million was not punitive to Trump. $5 million is nothing to Trump. So if you've ever served on a civil jury that awards an amount, you could ask yourself, they don't have to prove, by the way, beyond a reasonable doubt, not in a civil case. That's in a criminal case.
Right.
Civil case is a much lower standard of proof. You just have to prove that the other case isn't proven. So why?
It's a civil case is a preponderance of evidence. Yes, go ahead.
Preponderance of the evidence, yes, right? But also, if it was such a believable case and so heinous, why did they only award $5 million?
Because New
they
York
could have made it
lawmaking.
punitive.
Because New York lawmaking is ass, and New York is especially
No.
known for me. I'm not done with it.
Look up if they had a maximum. All right.
It doesn't
they
matter about a
don't.
maximum. It's a matter of New York always defends they're ultra wealthy. That is a known fact, and a lot of the
jury?
time, yeah, you especially a jury dog. Like New York is fucking backward ass. Like when it comes to any kind
You're
of
saying
civil
the
suit,
jury
especially
was
for adultery.
biased because they're in New York?
No, it wasn't about the jury. It's about the system.
The jury makes the award in a civil case.
Not a lot of the time in New York. A lot of the time it gets messed up because.
Okay,
because
well
who's
then
running
do a
it.
little research because the jury, so the settlement jury makes the award. It's not a judge. So you could look it up. So why wasn't it punitive? My question is, if it's
Well, do you think
so
that Donald Trump
egregious,
raped
why
her?
didn't they make it punitive? Why didn't they make it 150 million, 300 million? Because you understand it was a $5 million award. So ask yourself, if that jury was so sure that he was committed this heinous act, regardless of whether it was 30 years ago, we're going to believe the victim, right? If they believed her, why didn't they make it punitive? It's a simple question.
Because they're
Why?
paying. Because Trump is paying for damages that he did to E. Jean Carroll.
No,
The amount of money he paid would have to be like somewhat relevant to the amount of damages made to E. Jean Carroll.
That's
That
my
would be
point.
like, yeah.
Do you think that he committed that act against her?
I would say I don't believe he did. No, I don't
Is this
believe he
the
did.
Is this the only reason why you don't? Because that's like not a good reason at all.
I don't believe that the jury did either. Otherwise, they would have awarded a much higher amount. That's my point.
Then you just don't
Okay, but
understand the law.
Yeah.
No, I do understand law. Well, ask yourself this. answer this question. So why didn't the jury award a higher amount? That's a simple question.
Again, I just told you. Because they have to put a numerical number on damages done to E. Jean Carroll and evaluate her psychological damages, physical damages, things like that.
No.
Yeah.
They could make it punitive toward the victimizer.
Okay,
That's
what
what the whole point
qualifications?
is.
What qualifications would they have to? What qualifications would have to reach to make it punitive?
His wealth.
Okay, is that the only thing that qualifies for making it punitive?
Yes.
Okay, let's look into. Let's look.
You
into
have to injure the person. If I make $100,000, I get a $500 fine. That's not punitive. But if I get a $10,000 fine and make $100,000, that becomes punitive. They look at all of those things. Why didn't they make it punitive? Is my only question. That's hey, we don't know exactly what happened, but let's give her something. That's what happens when you're in the jury room deciding a case.
That's
Couldn't
not
also-
what they
couldn't-
determined. That's
We
not
can
what they.
look
That's
it
not what
up.
they. That's not what they determined. They determined that he did sexually abuse her.
Also,
Right.
could it not be said that they already chose like a good amount when they said 100 million, or not 100 million, when they did tens of millions for the defamation already?
Defamation case.
That
But
was
they're not all
decided
said.
by.
Could that also be said for the said case? Not here to know.
Well, if you're ever on YouTube, there's a poll over there. 14 people have voted. Make sure to go vote for it. Want to see how is it going? Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. If you're over here on TikTok, make sure to double tap that phone screen, hit that follow button. If you haven't already, repost and live share that I do all the wonderful things. But yeah, again, it was a defamation case. It was awarded tens of millions of dollars, like you said, around 87. It was $5 million for the sexual abuse.
So why did they have
And
the?
if-
Why did
if-
they have the luxury of making it somewhat punitive? And you're saying that because New York, the same state that it was tried in, somehow the defamation case they had more latitude about their judgment than a grape case. I don't think you're making sense. I mean, you look it up. So the latitude on a defamation case is up to 86 million, but the latitude on a grape case is 5 million. What you're saying doesn't really make sense because you're saying the system is messed up and New York is messed up. Well, how did he get the latitude to get 86 million judgment against him in the same state?
That was the claim.
You're talking
that
in
Ga-
circles.
Yeah, that was a claim that Gavin made, but I think we're arguing different. There's multiple people arguing different things. What I would just say here, if this is the reason why you think that he didn't sexually abuse her, even after looking at all the evidence, I think that you're just denying reality. Right? 'Cause
I'm trying to get in the jury's mind. I'm just saying, why
well,
did
we
the
know what
jury?
the jury thought. The jury thought that he was responsible of doing that act. That's what the jury found.
Right. They found that he couldn't prove beyond what they could believe that he didn't do it because it's a preponderance of the evidence. So they weigh both sides and they say, well, maybe. Let's give her $5 million.
Right, and if this would
If
have
they
gone
said,
into
"Man,
if
this
this would
is a
have
slam dunk."
if this would have gotten into a criminal court case, it would have also
No, it wouldn't, well,
been.
they couldn't because it was
I'm saying
30 years late.
if I'm saying if.
Also, by the way, I'm still looking into this, but from every single law firm I've seen, they say that punitive damages, getting a punitive thing in a civil court case in New York specifically is extremely hard, and they're only rewarded to about 5% of cases.
Unless it's a defamation case in the same. So
For
he got
personal injury cases, yes.
But you see how that's doesn't make sense, right? So defamation is worth.
Was the defamation case punitive damages?
Well, I mean, 86 million, maybe not.
Was it punitive damages though?
I would think so. Yeah, 86 million.
That doesn't mean it's punitive. She
Okay.
could prove that the damages she achieved from his defamation was that amount.
She could prove that she lost $86 million because she was defamed after the fact. So her potential income was reduced by 86 million?
Yes.
What do you mean? So she would have earned $86 million on her own, but she was defamed, so she lost out on some contracts or some.
Yes,
What do
she
you
lost.
mean?
She lost her job, and she was defamed on live on on live television.
She didn't lose her job. She won the case.
When she
What
was
do you mean
defamed,
she lost her job? What do you mean? What are you talking about? She was retired. This is after the case. This is real time after the case that she won. She was defamed, so that would mean she lost out on.
no,
the
she was
potential to make-
defamed prior. She was defamed when she wrote her book.
That's not what the case was about. He continued to call her a liar after the case.
She
was
called her a
resolved. That's
liar
the
for what she
definition.
wrote in her book.
Yeah, you're getting it mixed up. I don't think you know about this case. I think you got to do more research because he called her a liar after she wrote the book, which then she sued him for defamation. That's what happened. So I think you got to do more research on that case. A B.
Yeah, and
Um,
punitive damages are only allowed for personal injury cases in New York. So
All right. We're gonna hit a restart over here on TikTok. There are 30 of you in here. If like 10 of you want to come back, spam that comment section. It's
Not busy. How's that?
Okay. About to say, if your account's not private, I can send it to you, and you can just make it back private afterwards. But yeah,
No, that's only for MAGA. I'm done. I'm done hiding myself. If you know what I mean.
got you.
We all do that. We all just, put our shit on private. How embarrassing. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. And you have a good night.
Appreciate you coming up in your civility, man. I'll get that source to you once I see your account up on private.
Okay. All
Have a
right.
rest of your night.
Bye.
Alrighty then. I have a headache. I'm hungry. We gotta go. We got to go.
Frank. But if you guys are coming back from the restart, make sure to repost and like, share, live, do all the wonderful things. We're over here on YouTube. We are back on YouTube now. What's up, YouTube? How's it going, YouTube? Make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. There's a poll over there on YouTube just to interact with the community. So make sure to go ahead and answer that poll for me. Okay. Let's see. I can just like you know that the TikTok like knows where you are, best debater, right? You do realize that they can get information, right? That's literally something that
What?
has been done, right?
I'm
And
so
I am
confused. What happened?
He was
Weird
trolling us
person. Yeah.
Oh,
on cam.
Yo, if you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation with you. If you support this horrible administration, make sure to join up in the guest box. Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy, I know I forgot to do the news last stream. Vivek Ramaswamy won the GOP nominee. So if you're in Ohio, if you're in Ohio, let's make what happened to him last presidential election. And let's let him lose this gubernatorial election. If you're in Ohio, when the midterms come up, make sure to vote for the Democrat. I know Indiana.
fucking Ohio
is-
sucks ass. I hate Ohio.
I know
Yeah, me
Indiana.
too.
Fucking, have you looked into the Indecent Exposure Modernization Act?
Bro, I lived there. Ohio fucking
Dude.
blows.
You live there?
I lived in Ohio.
Thank you
But
for the
you lived.
roses.
Yeah,
You should- You should look into the Indecent Exposure Modernization Act. It's
you should look
It's
into
fucking
Portsmouth.
insane.
You should look into fucking Portsmouth. #1 rated CRACK head city in the entire country. Actually, it's crazy.
Hold on,
Can you
let me just real
respell that?
quick.
Sorry, I
CRACK.
Oh.
Heads. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was like trying to process it.
And then a couple more news pieces. It is Taco Tuesday, which means Donald
I
Trump
did
got
too much. I
canceled.
did too much finger spelling in ASL today. Not willing to do spoken.
Oh my God, it's
spelling.
Taco Tuesday, and it's Cinco de Mayo. Yippee!
I was gonna finish what I was saying, but we're just gonna let up this guest. How's it going?
Glory be to Flock Campus, isn't that right? Glory be to Benjamin.
Dude.
Not a fucking
It
Floyd.
is. It is. Donald Trump did cancel Project Freedom, saying after it literally lasted a day.
Dude, why is it
yeah, but-
okay? Sorry. McKay was like, "Oh, Taco Tuesday or whatever," because like Trump always checks out. Why is it actually always on a Tuesday though? Like, why? Fucking pissed me off.
Because
Thank you for the roses.
It actually pisses me off because why is it always on fucking Tuesday?
he's a fucking racist. That's why. Don't you understand, Gway?
And then for my locals here in Phoenix, Arizona, some of you are, the fire, Hazen fires, 1,139 acres burned, 10% contained, according per Arizona's Forestry Department and Arizona officials. Thank you for the hand heart. What the fuck? You guys are amazing. You're fucking amazing.
W Cali.
Yeah, W for the hand heart in the chats. But yeah, so that's the news. You also have the hantavirus that is in a cruise ship where 3 have died, a couple have been
Hospitalized.
no, I don't. I mean, they were gonna do airlift for 3 that are in critical condition, but it's within the cruise ship.
One
So
per
I
I
was-
I think
Three
was
people.
was
Yeah,
one
three-
was the
three-
one
yeah.
person that was hospitalized, did they die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because
Yeah, so
last
we do
time I
have that.
checked it was there was someone in the hospital.
Officials are saying that it's no risk to the public.
Yeah, they're refusing
so
to
there's-
dock.
Yeah, they are.
See, this is
but
why I refuse to go on cruise ships.
What's
that's
wrong with you?
that's not a good reason to not go on cruise ships. But
you
okay,
The
moving
moving
other
on to
one
the
is
first
that
test of
one
the
cruise
restart.
ship. I'm forgetting the name of the cruise ship. It it fucking like broke down and then like people were stuck on it and it like started flooding with like
The
sewage.
Concord, I think.
Yeah.
Foster, your bio says socialism above all. Oh no, it doesn't. I read that wrong. I'm so sorry. Fuck, that's a
Voidism
Yo, my
above all.
God, I need to learn how to.
Bro
Okay.
can't fucking
Yeah,
read.
do you support Trump? Do you support Trump? Hello, how's it going? That's my bad. Do you support Trump?
No, are you conservative?
Am I conservative? No, I'm progressive.
He's conservative. This is a
Are you
Oh,
conservative?
You know why there's a lot of people that support Trump?
Why is that? Go ahead.
Because there's a bunch of faggot niggers in the country
You're weird.
destroying stuff
You are
forever.
like 30 years old.
Genuinely, I
belts.
think I think you have like a job tomorrow. Quite frankly,
Grown
You
Stealing
should
asshole.
belt.
get ready for that job. If you guys
Dude,
support
there
Trump,
was a
join up in the guest
fucking-
box. I'd love to talk to you. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you. Over here on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. There are a couple of people over on YouTube. There's a poll running over on YouTube. There's only 28 votes. I don't understand why 28. I know people on YouTube are spamming Trump with hearts and thumbs up. Click that link tree in the description of the live stream and come up on TikTok and debate me. I'm calling out Glenn over on YouTube. And over here on TikTok, there are a couple of people in here that are Trump supporters, and no one's in the guest box. So if you are one of those people who do support the president of the United States of America, the guest box is going to be right there. Show some love to Max and Gavin while they're both up here. Make sure to follow, repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things. As always, we are here to have some fun. We're here to educate people and also educate ourselves. And we're here for some debates with some
The W
insufferable
Corn
people.
poster. Jeremiah doesn't know who Corn is. He's
Yeah,
he's like uncultured.
he doesn't know who anyone is. Jeremiah is
Literally.
not a real person.
We are not going to tolerate that on this live stream, or we're going to get we're gonna
Jeremiah
ban you.
doesn't know who Alex Consani is.
That's crazy.
Anyways, y'all, if you support Trump, join up.
I love Alex Consani.
I literally just want debates. Link in my bio. Check out my Instagram, not Venmo. Whoa, I was grifting. Check out my Instagram, Twitter, Substack, Threads, YouTube. I posted a YouTube video a couple minutes ago, 2 hours ago. Whoopsies. You also have my Blue Sky.
That is a
I'm
lot more
literally
than a couple
everywhere.
minutes ago.
That's why I corrected myself. I'm everywhere. I'm on Blue Sky, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, YouTube.
Truth
I'm on
Social? I'm
Substack.
just-
I am on Truth Social, yes. Same
Oh.
username as it is here. I think I have 2 posts there just trying to rage bait MAGA. It did not work. Anyways, link in my bio to join other communities. But if you debate Trump, if you want to defend Trump, join up in the guest box. And over on YouTube, what are we talking about genuinely? So many MAGAs are just racist, hateful people. Absolutely.
I love Alex Consani. She's such a diva and she's so funny. She was at the Met Gala yesterday.
I don't want to talk about the Met Gala anymore.
Jeremiah is so sick about me talking about the Met
talking
Gala.
about the Met Gala. That's very boring. I think I remember this guy. Do you support Trump?
Yeah, boy, he's my Lord and Savior.
You gotta be trolling.
Yeah.
Bow down to my Lord and Savior Trump Christ.
He's definitely
You
calling Jeremiah.
religious? Are you
No,
religious
seriously,
or are you?
fuck the Jews.
I
Okay.
see. Hey, Jeremiah. When they start saying shit like that, they're immediately gonna slur, right, buddy? Right, my best
Or
friend.
they're either gonna slur or say like extremely bigoted, hateful, like the hateful shit.
Or say that they like
Uh,
children, and they're gonna
That
do things children, right, Jeremiah?
or
As we've
Epstein
seen
shit.
250 times in these live streams, Jeremiah.
Again, I don't know. I don't know why the way I conduct these live streams is not gonna
Because they
change.
get taken down, and then you let
No,
people
they
up to you.
don't. The way I conduct these live streams is not gonna change. Again, I don't let people up if they have a weird username or weird profile, but if they're like trolling,
Bullshit.
it happens if I can't see the profile, yes. But then one of you guys take them away, and that's fine. But like until someone like does
Well,
something
I
that
spot
violates
I spot
until
weird
someone-
usernames and profiles.
until someone like violates TikTok terms of service, I kick them. But if they don't,
I
then
kicked them pretty
just-
fast.
Yeah,
Right,
I
but
kick
if
them pretty
if they don't
fast, too.
if they don't violate terms of service, I keep them on here to either A, rage bait them and just have some fun, or B, just try to like get a real reason why they support Trump. That's mainly the reason why. So
Myth and Rope, whatever the fuck your name is, right? If he narked on Epstein, how come his current administration and how come his current FBI that he appoints has not come out and said, yeah, here's this evidence that Trump was actually telling this much on Epstein and this on Epstein? Because at this point in the case, you know, there's shit that they can say and who he did snitch on. It's already out there that he snitched on him, right? If he did. So why not just release that shit?
there are 66 people, so make sure to double tap that phone tune. It's 1.5 thousand likes. Try to get to 11.6 thousand likes right now. Power tap for the next 45 seconds. Make sure to hit that follow button as well. Make sure to show some love to Max and Gavin while they're up here. Follow them as well. And then if you're over on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Link tree in the description of the live. Link tree in the TikTok bio. And as always, we're looking for debates. Don't just talk and chirp in the comments section like YouTube. People are saying just random things, calling Trump their daddy. You know, come over and debate me if you think Trump's your daddy, buddy.
So Stacy, with your not real name, okay, on that logic, how come Biden didn't do that in 2020? Well, due to the fact that the investigation was currently ongoing and there was still evidence being processed and people being witnessed, Biden couldn't really do much. On top of that, it was an independent DOJ at the time. It wasn't people appointed by Biden or anybody or being controlled by Biden or anybody. So there's that aspect.
Yeah, he wanted to keep it independent from his administrations so that they could stay as
But
impartial as
Stacey-
possible.
But Stacy, just stop chirping in the comment section. Come up. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Do you support Trump? I'm gonna send you an invite to unmute because I accidentally unmuted you or muted you because you were echoing. So feel free to hit that. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
I do.
Okay. Why do you support Trump? Take it away.
I think he was the better candidate. That's why I voted for him. I still support him because I think he's doing an okay job. The gas thing is a little bit of a bummer, but overall, I think what he did at the border was his number one thing that he ran on, and he's accomplished it in less than a year, securing the border.
How did he secure the border? It's a great claim that you're making. How did he secure the border? Go ahead, take it away.
He allowed Border Patrol to do their jobs.
Are you saying Harris would not have allowed Border Patrol to do their jobs?
Correct.
That's false. Under Joe Biden, there were border patrols that were border patrol agents that were doing their job, and they were not unaliving people to the extent that we're seeing now. Under Joe Biden's administration, we also saw more violent criminals being deported. Versus under this administration, only 5 to 7% of the detainees have been violent criminals. Obviously, we want to focus on the violent criminals, not the non-violent criminals. So that's very, very bad. A and B, I want to say that that's the reason why. I think we need to fix on the core issue, and that's what Joe Biden and Harris try to do with the bipartisan border bill. But what Donald Trump is trying to do is just focus on violating human rights and constitutional rights to scare undocumented immigrants into coming in here.
Well, I'll agree with you on the last part. Yes, he wants to make it different. Like, he doesn't want to make it like, oh, you could come and then you could work here for 3 years and then come to your court case and you have a 50-50 chance of being a citizen. No, he wants to make it that if you come here illegally, we're going to hold you in terrible conditions. So other
you
people
support
say, you know
violating
what? I
human
don't wanna
rights?
Buddy,
come
that's
here.
Hold on.
asylum.
Yeah. So hold on. You support violating human rights and constitutional rights because that's what you
Nobody
agreed
said
to.
anything
You said
about that.
you said
Obama
I
put
agree.
it in
Hold on. Okay, but Biden, that's called Bidenism. That's a logical fallacy. We don't do Bidenism on this live stream.
Said
Logical
Obama.
fallacy again. But Bidenism is applies to anyone. Harris, Obama. But you guys mainly use it with Biden. That's why it's called Bidenism. It's a logical fallacy. It's where you try to use someone else in order to pivot and deflect from Donald Trump. Right, so that's called Bidenism. We can address Obama in a minute, but you said I agree with the last thing that you said. The last thing that I said is that people are scared to come into the country illegally because he's violating constitutional rights and human rights. You said you agree with that. So why do you support a president that is violating?
Why did you just change what you said? That's
Yeah,
so
do you want me to?
ridiculous.
Do you want me to play the clip?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, perfect. I'll play the clip for you. Give me a second here. I don't know why you're making me do this when I know what I said. What is going on? Hold on. The violent criminals, not. I think we need to fix on the core issue, and that's what Joe Biden and Harris try to do with the bipartisan border bill. But what Donald Trump is trying to do is just focus on violating human rights and constitutional rights to scare undocumented immigrants into coming in here.
Well, I'll agree with you on the last part.
The last thing
The
I said
last
was he's
part-
scaring. The last
hold on.
thing I said was he's violating
Yo.
human rights and constitutional rights
The last part that I agreed with is that he was scaring undocumented citizens.
by violating
I don't-
human rights
no,
and
I
constitutional
don't agree to
rights.
that. I don't think he's doing that.
Okay, he literally sent Kilmar Garcia to be tortured in CCOT, right?
You have any
American
evidence of
citizens
that?
are being.
You have evidence of that.
Yes.
SCOTUS
his
ruling.
Right, pulling up your evidence. Pull up the,
The
evidence.
SCOTUS
He-
ruling.
Hold on, dude. Stop screaming. First off, second off. Yeah, SCOTUS ruling and his attorney said that he was kneeling for 9 hours a night.
I don't
Yes.
believe his attorney.
Why not?
I tell my attorney what to say. They tell, and then they
Oh, the
say it.
SCOTUS
That's
ruling
not how
deemed
that
it to be
fucking works.
the SCOTUS ruling deemed it to be his deportation to violate the law, violate the Constitution.
It doesn't mean
because
he was
of the lack of due
tortured, though.
process.
He was not tortured.
Okay, still breaks
the cl-
it still breaks the
Right.
Constitution.
So, yeah. So the claims
That's
that I
not
make
what
he's
you
violated.
said. That's
Hold
not
on. The
what you said.
claim.
You
The
said he was
claim.
tortured.
Hold on. The claim that I made is he
Your
violated.
evidence.
The claim that I made he's violating constitutional rights and human rights. For the constitutional rights, this was a SCOTUS ruling, and for the human rights, I'm going to
You
base on
said
what
he
is
was tortured. Don't change it now.
yes, based on what his lawyers
Go back and play it again.
That's what I said. Yes, and I'll get there if you let me finish. You said you don't believe his attorneys. Why not? What's the reasonable
Because
doubt
I have
that you
an
don't believe
attorney
him?
right now, and I tell him my story, and he goes to court and says what I tell him.
Yeah, we
So
know
it's
that
just his
CCOT.
word.
Hold on. Do you know what
he
CCOT
says,
is?
he said, you always have your side.
Okay, you're echoing, but that's right. Do you know what CCOT is? It is literally a prison for quote unquote terrorists. All right, even though there was no evidence presented that Kilmar Garcia was a terrorist. You do know the conditions within CCOT, right? It's in El Salvador. You know the conditions.
Prison is not a nice place to go.
Okay,
no matter
that
what
doesn't
kind
mean they
of
have the
government.
right to
That's not the
violate
question.
human rights.
Yeah, that's not the question that I asked. Within CCOT, there are human rights violations.
In
Right,
any
so when
prison,
there
terrible
when there are
things
already
happen.
human rights violations in CCOT, and then his attorneys say that he
not
was forced to
tortured.
kneel
He
for
said he was
hours at
tortured.
night.
He's
Yes.
not been tortured. You haven't
Yes.
proven it yet.
I backed that up based on what his attorney said, and you have failed to provide any reasonable doubt as to what makes you disagree with them.
What does his attorney know that I don't know?
A lot, clearly, because you have not looked into the case.
Yeah,
else you
exactly.
would know that
Like,
he was
he's
being
the
tortured.
fucking- he's the lawyer. Why?
The
Why would
attorney
you?
Also-
just says what you tell him to say.
I haven't talked yet. Calm your titties. All right. So, you do not know more because you're just some random ass moron on TikTok. That is his attorney.
douchebag.
So, anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna go into a little bit of a line of question because I looked at your profile picture. I looked at your profile real quick. Let me ask
Why
you
would you
something.
do that? Why are you weird like that? We're having
Because
a
I made-
conversation. Why are you looking at my profile? Why don't you get out of here?
It's a public profile, you fucking twerp. So as I was saying,
You're a jerk off.
Okay, can we? Yeah.
So as I was saying, do you
ahead,
believe
Gavin,
the Earth
take
is
it away.
flat? Do you believe the Earth is flat? Trust me, Jeremiah. Trust me on this.
Yeah, I'll just have a manager, but then I do want to go back to the argument. But go ahead and
Listen,
answer.
I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to deal with this moron.
Hey,
so
okay,
I'll just
hold on.
hang up.
Hey.
If
Oh,
you
you're running.
wanna
You're
talk to
scared.
me,
Quite
I'll-
frankly, you're a scared flat earther. You're a
Quite
very
frankly.
scared flat earther.
Quite frankly,
Just answer the question. We can go back to the debate because I do agree that this is
You said
this
that
is
he was
not
tortured.
within.
I'm still waiting for you to prove it.
Yes, but Gavin has a question. Is the Earth flat? Yes or no?
I'm not talking to this guy. He's
Well, now
Okay,
you're talking
I'm
to
asking
Mice,
you.
he's asking.
I'm asking you. Is the Earth flat? Yes or no?
no.
Okay,
I don't
cool.
believe you.
Okay, cool. So yes, I said he was tortured based on what his attorney said, and there's no reason to dispute this. There's no evidence that you
Yes,
could give
there
to
is.
dispute
There's
this.
no evidence.
Okay, what's the evidence?
There's no
What's the
evidence that
What's
he was
the-
tortured.
Well, no. What's the evidence to dispute
have
what
to
his
prove it.
attorney said?
You have to prove it.
Yeah, based on
You
the
said
actual.
he was tortured.
Yeah,
you
based
said
on
that.
I can
You
yes
have to
because of what
prove it.
what his attorney said, and also what
That's
the actual.
nothing. That's hearsay.
If I can finish, based on the conditions of CCOT, right? We
That's
we
not
know that we
torture.
know that people within CCOT officials literally said that the only way to leave CCOT is in a casket, right? And we also know
That's
how
not
in Salvador
torture.
has been running their quote
That's
unquote cleaning
hearsay.
up this what? Why do you keep
That's
interrupting
hearsay.
me?
People said this, people said that.
Do you have the capacity to like not interrupt and not be an emotional little
I'm waiting
man?
for you to prove it and stop rambling. Prove that he was tortured. Just do it.
Yes, he was forced to kneel for 9 hours at night. If he fell due to exhaustion, he would be beat by the guards, according to his attorney.
And where's the proof?
I mean, if you take a
Fucking
look at the evidence
CCOT.
if you take a look at what the attorney said, that's something that you could. I already presented you with my claim. I presented you with my claim, and I presented you with the evidence. Okay, so if you want to do research, that's
when
on
you
you.
get a little smarter, I'll come back. But right now,
Yeah,
you
whatever
You're gonna
you
run
say,
away? Yeah,
that's
run
whatever
away.
you say, Whiskey Dick.
Run away, little boy. Run away. Quite frankly, a very emotional little man right there for you. Very emotional. Moving on to the next guest. Run away. Quite frankly, run away. How's it going? D-Sports?
This guy's a kid. This guy's a kid from last time. From last stream. This is a kid from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello?
that's a kid from last stream.
Oh. You should just hit that follow button if you haven't already. Repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things. We're here to look for Trump supporters. How's it going? D-Sport Trump?
Yeah, of course.
Why is that?
The Dignity Act, and also he did blasphemy, and I think he offended my religion, the Catholics. Everyone does already. I'm used to it, but I'm glad that he is telling Rubio to go to Rome and the Vatican. So for me, he's taking accountability, and we're talking about someone who you guys call
He
a
attacked the Pope.
king.
Oh no, what do you mean by taking accountability?
He literally attacked the Pope.
You're saying you support Donald Trump because he committed blasphemy, but you forgive him because other people do it.
You
I-
also said you're a Catholic, and you know the Pope is supposed to be the highest ranking figure. He's the messenger of God in your guys' religion. Like,
Yes,
what do you
he
mean
did
you're
attack the
fine
Pope.
with Trump for that? Like,
Well,
aren't you supposed to be a man of
I'm,
God
I'm
before
against
anything?
Trump. I'm against Trump with that. I never supported Trump.
And also
when
the
everyone was
Dignity
calling out
the Dignity Act of 2025 was bipartisan. Do you know who it was introduced by?
Yeah, it's a sexy Latino woman, Republican.
And a Democratic representative as well from Texas. So it was bipartisan. So that would
Yeah,
have happened
but
under
the-
Harris. That
but
would have
the
happened
bill
under
is-
Harris. That would have happened under Harris administration either way because it was bipartisan.
Okay,
It
but
was,
the bill
it was
is
introduced by
supported
a Republican and Democrat.
Okay, I see that we're excited tonight, so I'm sorry if I interrupt you guys. This bill is supported by Trump himself, and what's the
Still
it's
bipartisan.
supported by
It would have been passed under Harris.
yeah, but it didn't, right? They could have
Harris
actually done
wasn't
something
in
for
office.
immigration, but
Harris didn't win. Harris
was?
didn't win the election.
yeah, we all know
We're
she
talking about the
didn't. She fumbled that.
Dignity Act of 2025. If she won the election, this would have been passed because it was a bipartisan. Legislation.
Wait,
that was
wait, hold
introduced
up,
by
hold up.
Veronica Escobar,
Why didn't she?
Democratic
Hold on.
representative.
Why didn't she do better? What do you mean
Yeah,
this will
for
pass?
immigration, I think Biden and Harris did absolutely amazing with immigration. It's because of the fact that Donald Trump called Republican judges to actually
Hold on,
vote
hold on.
no on the
You're
bipartisan
talking.
border bill.
That's not what I'm saying. You're talking too fast, bro. Hold on.
We can talk
You
slower for
just-
you. Yeah, repeat your question.
Exactly. That's fine. You can be funny and sassy as well. You
Not
just
being
said that
funny or
Miss
sassy.
He's not.
Okay. You just said that Miss Harris would have passed this, right? Yes or no?
Under her administration, if she won the 2024 election, yes, because both a
That's all I
Democrat and
want.
a
That's
Republican
it. That's
supported.
it. No one said a
Well, I'm
yappuccino.
sorry, but
That's it.
sometimes an answer requires a more sometimes
Not here.
when you ask
not,
the question,
not
Yes,
here.
yes,
I
here
require
because
more
there's
in-depth.
nuance. There's
I
Not
require
nuance.
I require a more in-depth.
Now you have
answer,
someone
but yeah,
talking for you.
dude, no one is talking for me. You're the one that's interrupting.
Yeah, you have your
me.
little butt
You're
buddy talking for you.
They can talk whenever they want. You're the one that's interrupting
Clearly.
me.
Clearly.
You asked me, would this have passed on the Harris? Harris, I needed to clarify. Yes, if she won the 2024 election,
There,
this
that's
would
it.
have been
That's the only
passed under
question I
Harris due to the fact that it was a bipartisan legislation. Go ahead.
Okay,
What's your point?
yeah, why didn't she do a higher standard for that? How come she just
Why
would have
didn't
accepted?
she do a higher standard for that?
Why
What do you
didn't
mean?
she? Yeah. So, for example, why didn't she ultimately reform immigration and give all the
They
Latino
tried.
citizenship?
They
How?
tried to
How
they
did
tried
they
to
try?
reform immigration. Yeah, the bipartisan border bill would have built the wall more than Donald Trump would have ever built it, and it would have funded more immigration judges and more immigration courts to fix the
And
core
who do
issue of
these judges
undocumented
approve?
entry.
And who do
One more
these
time?
judges approve? Who,
One-
according to, because this is all public information.
Why are you
Right.
so
Right
mad?
now-
Relax.
right now-
Take a
No,
breather.
I'm talking-
Take a fucking
I'm-
breather.
I'm outside. That's what I'm talking about. So
What's your question?
these judges, right? Sure, I support more judges, but these are all
but it
public
didn't.
stats.
It didn't happen. It
Hold
didn't
on.
happen because
Oh,
Donald
I
Trump,
know it
Donald
didn't.
Trump called them.
I
for not
know.
voting.
Relax. I know.
So then, what's your
But
point?
right now, okay, with what we know about the public judges, who do they approve? What cases do they listen to? And who gets approved by these judges? What country are they from? And do they approve Latinos? Yes or no?
If you're saying that there are flaws within the immigration courts, I completely agree with you.
Why don't Democrats fix that? Why do Democrats not approve Latinos?
Again, it was pretty hard for Democrats to pass legislation in terms of immigration.
You just told me Ms. Harris would have
even
done it.
Can I finish talking? We're talking.
That's
you're
what we're
saying
talking
why,
right now.
You're
We're
saying
interrupting
why.
each other.
You're saying why didn't they do something? So I'm gonna go back. Go back
Especially
into the
towards
past.
Latinos.
Right. So the
Also-
reason why
Can I say something real quick? You're asking why didn't she do that? Blah, blah, blah. We're talking specifically about the Dignity Act. She would have specifically passed the Dignity Act. We're not talking about any other legislation but the Dignity Act.
But what's the Dignity Act? What's the end goal for Dignity Act? So now you
Finish what
wanted
I-
to
can I-
talk.
can I
and
finish what I was
She
saying?
wanted to talk, and then look at her.
He-
Like,
can I
what is this?
Can I
Not-
finish what I was
that
talking?
just ruins the conversation.
Can I finish what I was saying?
Yeah, go ahead.
My bad.
I'm talking to you, the guest, because you keep on interrupting me.
Yeah, just me. Yeah, for sure.
It's literally only
Yes.
you. You're
You
both having
literally-
the
That's
conversation.
what I just
when-
said. Yeah, just me for sure.
Right. So
Stop being
I
sassy.
forgot what I was saying.
Never.
Yeah, because fucking
I
Elton
know.
over here want.
Hey,
he,
hold on,
he's-
hold on.
he's being
Can
sassy.
both hold on? Because I need to remember what I was saying, so I'm just gonna play it back. Give me a second. Due to the fact that it was a bipartisan legislation.
All public information.
Why are you
Right.
so
Right
mad?
now-
Relax.
right now-
Take a breather. Take a fucking breather.
I'm outside. That's why more judges. But these are all
But it
public
didn't.
stats.
It didn't happen.
Hold
it didn't
on.
happen because
Oh, I know it
Donald
didn't.
Trump called them.
I
for
know.
voting.
Relax. I know.
So then, what's your?
But right now, okay, with what we know about the public judges, who do they approve? What cases do they listen to? And who gets approved by these judges? What country are they from? And do they approve Latinos? Yes or no?
If you're saying that there are flaws within the immigration.
Yeah, I should make this my
immigration
life.
courts, I completely agree with you.
Why don't
Be
Democrats
appreciate life.
fix that? Why do Democrats not approve Latinos?
Again.
Quiet, white boy. Quiet.
So now what you said, can you shut up? Thank you. What you said is, why don't Democrats do this, is what I was trying to answer. Democrats did try doing this via the bipartisan border bill, which was going to be a monumental legislation that took so long and so many concessions. But again, because the Republicans in Congress had the majority, and they couldn't get anything passed in terms of immigration, right? I mean, even if they tried to do mass amnesty, it wouldn't have gotten passed because they did not have a majority for in terms of Congress for a portion of their administration, right? So
Okay,
that's why
I'll
they couldn't
concede
get anything
then
done.
I'll concede then if do you think in the upcoming years the Democrats will have full control and there's going to be a Democrat
Yes.
president? Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen to immigration? Say it to my face right now with the two balls in your legs. What's going to happen to immigration
Why
and
the
what's going to
fuck are
happen
you-
with Latinos?
Why are you upset?
Tell
Why
me,
are you
please.
upset? Why-
I want to
hold
see.
on.
I just want to see what you will tell me. What are the Democrats are going to do to Latinos? Are they going to keep ICE and are they going to fix immigration? Please, what are you going to tell me right now?
Jeremy, you're kind of obsessed with my genitalia there. A little weird there, buddy. I'll answer what you said. This can go two different ways. We win in a landslide, or we have a super majority in Congress via the House and the Senate.
It's going to be a
Now-
landslide. I'll give it to you guys. No problem. Please, just get to the point. Please.
Shut the fuck
want-
up, please.
If you want me to answer a question, it's gonna be me talking for more than 10 seconds.
Then I'll
without
ask a
being
shorter
interrupted.
question. Would the Democrats abolish ICE? Yes or no?
Could go two ways.
Or are they gonna use
Democrats.
ICE more than the Republicans?
Okay, we don't need to mute him. I just need.
Yeah, too far. Fake power trip.
No, it's because I want you to like know that you were interrupting me and know that you're a dumbass and know that you are insufferable. I want you to
Attack
I
my
want you
words,
to.
not my character. That would be better.
I would
We
be
can
able to
attack both
attack
based
you.
off your character.
That's why
I would be
48%
able.
of people voted Trump this election. Sad. Very sad.
Dude, holy shit. Do you just get like a fucking vibrator activated every time you talk someone? Like you talk
Okay.
over someone?
Can
He
I?
can't address your words if
Quiet,
you keep
white boy.
interrupting him.
Quiet,
buddy.
white boy. Know your place.
Know your fucking place. You racist ass motherfucker.
Are you done?
He's not gonna be done. I'm telling you right now, this is just a waste of time.
That's why I muted
Okay,
myself.
again, that's I
I'm gonna
want to.
take a blinker.
I'm
I think I'm
gonna
too
get.
lit right now.
I'm gonna get through to you. I'm gonna get through to you. Okay. Listen, can go two different ways. If you're talking about what the president's gonna do, we can have a progressive Democrat, which seems to be, again, maybe not. We're too far. We're too far away. Most likely, answer is gonna be a moderate Democrat. Think what is gonna happen is
So like
reform
Newsom,
the-
right? It won't be AOC, right? Who deserves it, right?
Again, I
Very
don't know why
sad.
we're talking about the 2028 election when we're years away from that.
Well, because it's
If
gonna be
it's-
a Democrat president who's gonna win. So let's just be honest here.
Okay. Sure. Why do you support Donald Trump when he literally he doesn't like people like you or I? He doesn't like people like you or I. He thinks that you're venom. I think that's just a disgrace. Because you support a president who attacks people like you and I. Right? And he ran. His feelings got hurt, I guess. He was from El Salvador too. I wanted to talk to him about that. Moving on to the next cast.
What did he say, slur? I was muted.
No, he just ran.
Alright. What a bitch.
Moving on to the next cast.